This conference will now be recorded.
So thanks for joining this session. This is for SAP S/4HANA Project System and Investment Management online trainings. Okay, so in this course, I'm going to cover investment management and project system. Basically, if you see anywhere, whenever you are going for training of project system, they are just covering project system part. But as per the business requirement, as per the industry requirement, we have included investment management also in this course. Okay, and if you are going for certification, if you are planning for certification, in certification also you will get some of questions from investment management. So that's why we have added IM also the part of this course. Okay, and in this course I'll include all the best practices. So when you are going to learn a project system, there are two major business processes which we are focusing. One is a internal project when we are doing investment with an organization, okay, and another is the external project when project is financed by any customer. Okay, so these are the two major business processes which we are covering here, internal project or external project. Okay, so I will explain all the supportive business practices scenarios there. Along with that, I'll take some industry real-time business cases. So whenever I'm taking the session, I'll take one practical scenarios or whatever the challenges we are getting in the industry and why we should go for this particular solution. For example, if you are planning to provide the process of cost planning, okay, or let's say when you are implementing SAP project system and how you need to recommend the cost planning to your business, okay, to your organization where you are implementing. So you need to check how this is going to fit as per the business requirement. Okay, so I'm explaining on what basis you can choose a particular business process to be implemented. Okay, so it will be practically, it will be taken as a real-time business processes. If you are already working in project system, and if you are having some different business scenarios which you want to discuss, okay, we can discuss and we can conclude the best practices or best way of doing the implementation. I will include all I will include all the configuration in this course. So what will be my approach? First, I'll explain the business process. Second, I will explain how you can execute the business transactions in SAP. Okay, so first we need to understand the business process. Then we need to understand how we can execute the business transaction, and then we will go to understand configuration. So that is the third part. Okay, fourth is customized study material. So we are having some customized specific study material like a user manual and all. Okay, I will give you some assignment. Okay, and mock test will have in the last of the course. So in assignment you will get the sheet. You will be able to submit all the assignment through app. Okay, recorded sessions will be available in my app. That is a link. Okay, the same link will be sent to your email or WhatsApp. You can download this and all the recorded session will be available there in the app. Okay, and study material will be downloadable. You can download all the books and all the user manuals and this BVP, reference BP, all these things. And if you are facing any issue, you can directly contact to this email ID training@mybandhu.com or these two numbers. Okay, so when we are starting it, we are just going to focus what are the major capabilities we are having in the project system. Okay, so because this course is for project system S/4HANA, so just to understand what exactly we are having in the solution of project system in S/4HANA, we will discuss today. So the agenda is to explain the types of projects available in SAP, and then concept of enterprise portfolio and project management, and then portfolio program and project concept. And we will take one business case, and then we'll understand what is a project, and then how to access SAP PS or IM. IM is investment management. EPPM, enterprise portfolio project management. Nowadays you will hear this terminology very like regularly. How it came, how it evolved with the time, and how SAP accepted it. Okay, this concept is very old, but how it is came into our normal language EPPM, that I will explain what is the reason how it came. So here, first we'll understand the concept of enterprise portfolio project management. Okay, so in SAP ERP, okay, so we are having different modules which are designed to manage the particular business lines of that particular area. For example, when we are saying project system, this module is helping us to manage all the project management relevant activities in the system. Okay, when we are saying sales and distribution SD, so this module is designed to manage all the sales activities, sales functionalities, or sales business lines. So here in SAP, we are having multiple modules. Okay, and in SAP EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio Project Management S/4HANA, these are the four modules which have been included, and combinedly as a package, we are calling it as a EPPM. So EPPM is not a single module. EPPM is a bunch of modules. Okay. So the first module which is available here from the core perspective, it is a project system. Okay, project system. And to support this, we are having two more modules called portfolio project management and commercial project management. Okay. So the portfolio project management and commercial project management, these two modules were add-on earlier. Okay. Before the version of S/4HANA 1709, these modules were as an add-on, and to implement it, we supposed to have a separate server or the installation of these modules on the same application server as a add-on. Okay, that was the provision. But after 1709, these modules are a part of core system. So it means whenever S/4HANA, SAP S/4HANA will be installed, automatically PPM, CPM, and project system will be available by default. Okay, licensing part is separate. Okay, for commercial project management, for some of functionality, it is a separate, and for PPM also it is the same. After this portfolio project management, commercial project management, and project system, there is one more module called EPC, Enterprise Project Connection. This module we are using to integrate SAP project system with Primavera and MSP. Okay, so this is helping us to integrate PS and MSP or Primavera. Okay, so here after S/4HANA 2020, this module is also included as a part of EPPM. So when we are saying EPPM consultant, so it means we should have a knowledge of project system, portfolio project management, commercial project management, and EPC all. Okay. So here in this course, we are going to cover project system. Project system, we are having a separate certification in S/4HANA. Okay, it's a part of global certification list. Okay, so you can book an exam, and you will get a 6 attempts, and this project system is available in the same list of certification. We are having certification in portfolio project management S/4HANA. Okay, and it is also available in your global list of certifications, and but we don't have any certification in CPM and in EPC. So if you want to learn, just you need to learn these modules and need to have an industry experience. Okay, here everywhere you will see embedded reporting or cloud based with SAP Analytical Cloud. In S/4HANA, to make reporting interactive and easy, then SAP has given it embedded analytics. Basically, whatever the transactions you are executing, that will be saved, or that will be fetched through that will be saved in the database, which will be fetched through BW, and it will be presented in different reports here. So here embedded analytics as a part of internal stack in CPM, internal stack in portfolio project management. Okay, so that is already given. In a new version in S/4HANA, SAP is giving the rules also, default rules. So we will discuss all these things once we will start our sessions. Okay, so this is the EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio Project Management, which is having multiple modules. First is a project system, second is a portfolio project management, third is a commercial project management, and fourth is a EPC. Okay, so let us understand first the project types in SAP solution. Okay, it will help you to understand how we are going to manage our different projects in available solution in SAP. Okay, so here project types, we are having two types of project. First is the internally financed project and other is the externally financed project. Internally financed project has to be financed by the organization. For example, okay, let's say if I am also, if personally, if I'm thinking internally financed, for example, um, I just want to construct my own house. Okay, so this is internally financed by me. Okay, nobody is asking, nobody is asking me to execute that project for them. Okay, so here in externally financed project, it will be financed by the external party. Like if I'm a contractor or if I'm a consultant, I just need to help my customer to complete the project, or like I'm helping somebody to construct his house. Okay, and I'm charging for it, so it's a externally financed. I'm just providing the services to complete that project. So same thing happens in the organization. If I just want to finance the project internally, so it will become an investment for us. So when we are doing the investment, we need to analyze so many things, right? We need to understand how good this investment will be for a particular time period. In a 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, how much return I will get. Okay, so the terminology which we are using, it is a ROI, return on investment. So whenever we are doing any investment, we need to understand all these things. Okay, then only it will go for execution. So here in internally financed project, we are having two types of project. Further, one is investment, another is the overhead cost project. Investment, it is a purely investment where we are expecting some return after some time. Okay, so some cost will be involved here, and after a certain period, this cost, based on the ROI, it will give us the return. Okay, so what exactly we are having an investment project? Project that initially causes cost and that may only generate revenue or provide other benefits after certain time periods. So if you see here, investment project are those projects where we are executing for ourselves within organization where there is no customer. Okay, so it means there is no direct revenue from the day one. There is no revenue planning, nothing. Okay, so sales side, it will not be any implementation, just it will be from the investment side, right? So how we are going to manage this kind of project? Here, no customer, no initial revenue. Okay, periodic capitalization to AUC. So let's say when we are constructing office or house, so whatever the cost we are incurring in a particular period, that has to be taken into AUC, asset under construction. Okay, based on this, we are analyzing our different accounts. Okay, once my project is ready, once my, or you can say once my product is ready, then I can say this is my asset. Okay, so whatever the cost has been taken into AUC, in later stage it will be transferred to asset. Okay, so here final capitalization to asset. The example is acquisition of fixed asset, investment in research and development. Let's say you as an organization acquiring some land, acquiring some company, so that whatever the company you're acquiring, whatever the assets you are having within that company, it is going to become your asset. So this is an investment of project. Okay, and another example is investment in research and development. This R&D project can be considered as a part of investment or overhead. It is depend. Let's say if you are not getting anything from your R&D, it is failed, then everything will go into overhead only. If you are getting, then it is a part of your investment project. So you need to consider how you are going to plan to transfer your final cost or your periodic cost into which object you want to transfer. Okay, so we'll understand all these things in detail. It is just summary. Okay, when you are going for implementation in investment, it is going to start from IM. You are having option to implement this concept with PS project system or internal order. You can use CO controlling module to manage your reporting and all, portfolio project management to manage your portfolios, CPM commercial project management is to manage your project initiation, planning and risk analysis. Okay, all these things you can manage it here. Overhead cost project, where no revenue, actual cost transfer to expense accountant. For example, you are doing some project. Okay, so overhead cost project, let's say you are doing some construction project, and let's say you're constructing one bridge. Okay, and as per the government policy, when you are uh, constructing anything in that particular area, you have to provide education to all the kids whoever is staying nearby of that area. Okay, because of some policies, or sometimes like labor kids, you have to provide the education. So this is the direct overhead for you. It is directly you are not going to get anything. Okay, however, there is indirect benefits. Okay, let's say branding is also happening, and apart from that, you are doing the charity. So here there will be no customer, no initial revenue, capitalization to cost center like R&D project. Okay, you can implement these kind of project, these type of project into PS, CO, PPM, and CPM. Next is externally financed project, like a customer project. Okay, these project will be financed by the customer. Project executed as per the customer requirement, strategy to execute project to achieve organization goal. Customer, you will have revenue, you will have capitalization to product or project. For example, engineering, construction, and operation or make to order scenarios. Okay, let's understand in different way. For example, you are the IT company. Okay, and your customers are looking to implement some IT software. In that case, once this project will be awarded to you, whatever the project value is there, from the customer side, it will become a total sale value for you, right? So that will be total revenue for you. Okay, so in this case, in this type of projects, always you will have revenue. For example, engineering, construction, and operation, EC&O scenario, or make to order scenario. You are getting some order from your customer to make something, to manufacturing something. Here you can use PS, SD for sales, CO for controlling, PPM portfolio project management, CPM, and you will have PP also in some of cases. Now you are having project, program, and portfolio. See what happened, and you will get the same question in your interviews also. What are the types of projects we are having in project system? So we are having these three types of project. Okay, you can say investment project, overhead cost project, and customer project. This is straightforward question. Okay, and here I will use the same terminology in my scenario explanation also. Okay, so in this batch we'll start to take a scenario from investment project. Okay, and then we'll understand the complete business process of customer project, and then finally we will understand overhead cost project. Okay, most of things are the common between all type of project, but in some of the stages it will be different. Okay, for example, when you are initiating investment project, it will be different than customer project. Okay, and similarly when it is going to be end, the process will be different, but in between processes will be similar, like planning. Okay, execution way will also be same, but some of places the transaction will be different. So I'll explain everything. First, we'll go to understand investment project scenario in deep, and then we'll understand customer project, and then we'll go for overhead cost project. Project, program, and portfolio. Okay, so let me explain here what is the project and what is the program and what is the portfolio. Actually, in EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio Project Management, whenever you are doing any project, it has to be aligned with your portfolio. Okay, it has to be aligned with your portfolio. And when you are starting any portfolio of your organization, it has to be aligned with company vision and mission. Okay, and the project which is going to be executed, it will be based on strategic rule. For example, let's say if you are taking example of the same portfolio here, Godrej Properties. You are having one company, Godrej. Okay, and in this Godrej company, this Godrej Property is one internal one company, one legal company, and the business of this Godrej Properties to to construct commercial project and residential project. Okay, this is their business: construction of residential and commercial projects. And these individual projects, whenever they are going to start, they have to check whether it is as per our organization policies, strategies, or whether it is aligning with my portfolio requirements. So here, generally, we used to have strategic rule based on which your portfolio will be aligned. Okay. So if you see in this example itself, your project is a temporary endeavor undertaken by a company or organization. Okay. So it will have a start date and end date. It will have some motive, and there are some resources which are involved to execute these projects. And why you are executing this project, that you need to form before starting the project. What is the purpose of starting the project? Okay, so when you are checking the purpose, that time it has to be checked with vision and mission of the company. Okay, for example, if you see in the same example, Godrej Properties, because they are in the business of commercial residential project construction, so whatever the project they will get from the same area, they will execute. They will not do like road construction, bridge construction. No, because as per their policy, as per their provisions, strategic rules, they are going to construct only commercial residential project. Okay. So here in this case, portfolio project management will help you to align your requirement, your proposal, your project with your portfolio vision or company's vision and mission. Coming to the definition, here project is a temporary endeavor undertaken by a company or an organization. Program, you can say it's a group of projects, similar projects. So program is a group of projects that are similar or related to one another, which are often managed and coordinated as a group instead of independently. You can see here the same example. Okay, and portfolio is a collection of projects and programs that are managed as a group to achieve strategic objectives. Okay, so this is very important, this line here. Portfolio, why we are executing? We are executing to achieve strategic objectives of my organization. Okay, similarly, if I'm taking example of ABB, okay, ABB as an company, it is having a different divisions, like robotics is there, okay, ACS is there, alternate current system. So ACS and robotics, this division can be considered as a program, or within that division we can have different program. Let's say if I just want to derive one program to let's say installation of 133 kV substation in a particular area. Okay, so that is your program under which you are doing multiple projects to execute this program. Next, investment project business case. So I have taken the same business case here. Just see this one. This is a Godrej group of companies which is having three different legal companies. One is Godrej Infotech, Godrej Consumer Product, and Godrej Properties. So when you have formed this Godrej Properties, okay, you have already defined some vision and mission. Okay, so as per to achieve this vision and mission, you need to do something. You need to execute some project, okay, or you need to do some task. Based on that only you can achieve this vision and mission of the company. So generally in between of this, we used to have one more things, which is a strategic objectives or strategic rules. Okay, so let's say to achieve the vision and mission of your organization, you are having one proposal for investment. Okay, that being a being a very premium company, renowned company in India. Okay, just we need to have one very good office. Okay, so that we can have a showcase to our customer that yes, this is very we are providing quality in the construction. So this is just proposal, for example. Okay, proposal for investment construction of office. Okay, then it will go for various round of check. Let's say first it need to be analyzed. Do we really need any new office as of now. Okay, once it is done, okay, let's say, okay, yes, we need it. Then it will go next feasibility study. Okay, whether we are able to invest this much of amount as of now, or technically whatever is proposed, is it feasible to achieve? Then we are saying yes, it is possible. Then we'll go next, financially, is it okay? Then say yes, then it will go finally to approve or reject. So here, once it will be approved or reject, if it is reject, it will stop here, and once it is approved, it will go for project execution. Okay, so here you need to see this in two parts. One is a proposal, another is your project. This proposal is before starting the project, and this project is when you have already approved the project and you are going to start your project. So this part we can cover here in investment management, IM, or we can cover in PPM, portfolio project management. Okay, PPM is advanced solution. Okay, but whatever the functionalities you are having in IM, through that also you can manage, but here we are having more control. But as per the reporting and all, PPM is the best. So we can cover this portion in IM or PS. Sorry, IM or PPM. IM I will cover here how we can cover this requirement as an implementation. We'll understand all the perspectives. Once it is approved, then how we can start from planning, sorry, initiation, planning, execution, and handover. That will be managed in project system. Okay, so we'll understand this portion in detail. So here, when I'm explaining this is an example of investment project business case when we are doing some investment. Okay, uh, another case is customer project scenario. Okay, let's discuss here first. Okay, if you have any question here, please let me know. Okay, then I'll go for customer project. Is it clear? Like initially, is it fine?
So, hi Rama, Rahul this side.
Yeah.
Just want to know, like, because you told us that you will be told us only I am here, investment.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
what about the PPM? Like you said, the PPM. So, will you cover that also? Like,
No, no. PPM is a separate certification, separate course. CPM is a separate certification, separate course.
okay,
Okay. So we are going to understand here investment management and project system, not PPM or CPM. However, I will explain how you can integrate project system with PPM and CPM. That portion I will cover.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
So for portfolio project management, we are having separate course, and for same CPM also. That is a 35 hours of course. It's very deep training.
okay,
Okay. Then coming to the next scenario, customer project. Okay, customer project when it is financed by my customers. Okay, just take one example. Let's say we are the organization My Vandu, my online education. We are the company providing the solution to my client, ERP solutions. So let's take this one here. There is one company, Godrej Properties, and they are looking to implement any SAP, any ERP, let's say. Okay, or just they are looking to implement SAP. Already they bought the infrastructure or license everything. Okay, they just want to implement SAP. So here, when they are looking for this requirement, they will create RFQ, request for quotation. Okay, and they will send this RFQ, request for quotation, to different organizations, companies, IT companies, that yes, we need this kind of solution, or we are just looking to manage our internal business through any ERP. Okay, so once it will come to me, come to us, myvandu.com, we will consider it as an opportunity. Okay, so when we are going to map the same time in my system, so opportunity, if we already implemented SAP in internally in myvandu infotag, so opportunity we can manage it in CRM system. Okay, and once it is maintained there, so in opportunity what we will maintain, who is my customer, okay, what is the requirement, okay, and what is the timeline. So all these things will be mentioned there, and then we'll do the market analysis. Let's say if we are going to implement SAP, they just want to implement core modules like SAP project system, material management, sales and distribution, FICO. These are the 4 modules for which they are looking, for example. We'll check all the resources available in the market as per the experience. We'll do all the calculation, and based on that we will prepare the estimation. So if they want to include some other cost also, like infrastructure cost, if we need to extend for some servers, and license cost, if anything, any new licenses need to be added, implementation cost, everything will be prepared, everything will be included in the cost estimation as per the request for quotation. Then we'll send a quotation, and we can create a multiple quotation. So we'll submit the quotations, and then if any change is required, then again we'll alter it, we will change it, update it, and we will send it to the customer. Okay, so once it is finalized, let's say this contract is awarded to us. So once will be awarded, we will get a LOI, letter of intent. So this letter of intent is just intention that yes, you have been shortlisted and we are going to provide this LOI to you. And based on this LOI, we will get a sales order. So this sales order is for us, but for my customer, it is a purchase order. Okay, so this is a sales order for us. Here it is a value of revenue. Okay, so this is a customer project scenario. Once we will get the sales order, based on my sales order, we will create a project in project system. Then we will have initiation, planning, and execution and handover. So it is basically based on my order. Okay, it is not directly from us. It is based on my order. Sorry. And next, this is to just understand some terminology: RFI, EOI, ROI, RFP, RFO. What are these? Okay, RFI is request for information. Sometimes we need only information. Customers, sometimes they're looking only for the information, not for the quotation. Okay, so purchaser does not have sufficient information to write in detail in request. Purchaser is not necessarily committed to buying, likely to involve a further request before a final decision. So sometimes some customer is sending a request for information. Just we need to provide initial information to my customer that whatever your requirement, we if we are considering, so as per my past experience, we can prepare some estimation and we'll send it. Okay, this is the details. EOI, request for information or registration of interest, similar to RFI, often used as a screening or shortlisting tools. Purchaser is not committed to buying it, likely to involve a further request before a final decision. So all these terminology we are using in tendering processes. Okay, but here we are going to focus on RFP or RFQ, request for quotation or request for proposal. Okay, so request for quotation where purchaser has clearly defined criteria or a specification. So let's say in my example, if organization already clear, okay, this customer is already know that what are their requirement, what exactly they want to implement. Okay, what are the modules, everything if they know, then they can ask for the RFQ, request for quotation. If they doesn't know, if they are only saying yes, we need a SAP, we need some ERP to manage our day-to-day work, okay, this is their requirement. So we as a IT company will prepare estimation. So when they are sending this detail to us, we used to call it as a RFP, request for proposal. So we'll understand in detail once we'll go for this understanding the business scenario. And same way you need to explain in your interview also. When the interviewer is asking, okay, tell me any customer project scenarios, or sometimes they are asking, okay, just let us know on what kind of projects you are working and what is the business process of your project. Okay, if you take example of ABB, ACS, they are having infrastructure project in ACS division. Okay, what they are doing, let's say in a particular area for electrification, they are having an order. They need to just complete the electrification in that area and energization. Okay, so based on that, let's say some government company is looking to construct the infrastructure in that particular area, they will send a RFP, request for proposal, to ABB. ABB will prepare a estimation. Okay, so from that point we'll start. So I'll take example, business example, and then I explain in detail in later stage. Okay, here it is a concept of shutdown project. Okay, I'm just skipping it. It is more relevant to plant maintenance. Once we'll go in more detail, it will be easy to understand. But at initial stage, we understand what is my investment project and what is my customer project. So what is project in project system? Basically, a project is a temporary, unique, and progressive attempt or endeavor made to produce some kind of tangible or intangible result. It usually includes a series of interrelated tasks that are planned for execution over a fixed period of time and within certain requirements and limitations such as cost, quality, performance, and others. Okay, so here, what are the key characteristics? Project always it will be temporary. Okay, this will be temporary. Project has a finite start and finish date. Okay, so this will not be ongoing. If it is ongoing, it will become an operation. Unique deliverable, always project will have unique deliverables, product or services. Okay, progressive elaboration, successive iteration of implementing of planning processes result in developing more effective solution to progress and develop project. So here progress, and apart from that, the resources will also be involved to execute the project. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so when we are going to understand SAP, okay, so here in this demo, just we got idea that what is my EPPM, enterprise portfolio project management, what are the types of project, investment project, customer project, and cost project or overhead project. Then we understood the business process of investment project, and then we understood the business process of cost project. Okay, now we need to be specific to SAP here. Okay, when we are going to manage any transaction, when we are going to execute any transaction, or when we are going to do any configuration, what approach we need to follow. So to do that, we need to access the SAP system. Here SAP we can access it through 3 different ways. Okay, first is GUI, graphical user interface, second is a NetWeaver, and third is a Fury app. Okay, to do the configuration, always we have to go with the GUI, graphical user interface, and we can execute the transaction here in the GUI by using transaction code. Okay, so here transaction code will be available in GUI only, but if you want to execute the transaction in NetWeaver, you will have a link, and if you want to execute any transaction in Fury app, you will have app. It is more easier here, okay, in Fury app. So SAP is basically concentrating to use Fury app widely, okay, in S4HANA. Your all configuration has to be done here in the GUI, okay, graphical user interface. But if you are understanding the system well here in the GUI, all the transaction execution and all, it will be easy to correlate the business transaction here in NetWeaver and the Fury app. Okay, so I'll show you the system, okay, and I'll let you know how you can access through Fury GUI and NetWeaver and Fury app. Meanwhile, if you have any question, please let me know. Okay, any question, Rahul?
No, Rama.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, any question, please?
So I saw one slide where you said sales orders will be created first, then projects, right? Sales contracts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when we don't define a WPS element or project definition, first of all, then how can we create sales order? Because we have to assign WPS element, right, in account assignment.
You can assign it later stage. System
I mean,
will allow.
we have to go again to sales order and assign it, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So here you can see this is screen. This is GUI screen. Okay, and let me come out from this. To execute any transaction through GUI, you need to install this SAP logon. Okay, logon pad in your local machine, and you just need to click here. Then you need to enter the user ID and password. Okay, and this is your GUI system. So here in GUI system, you will see the SAP menu and all the transaction included here. Okay, let's say if you want to see the accounting, all transactions will be here. Okay, if you want to see the project system, you need to come here in the project system. You can check all the business transactions. So here all the business transactions or SAP transactions has to be executed with transaction code. Okay, you can see here standard WBS CJ91, CJ92 change, CJ93 display. Okay, so this is your GUI. And if you want to access NetWeaver, the transaction code is NWBC. So here, as per the assigned role to your user ID, you will get a list of roles here, and you can execute the different business transactions. Okay, so how you will execute? You will execute by clicking on button or link. Okay, like this way. For example, I just want to create a project. You just need to come here and the create. You can create a project. Here, as of now in this system, it's a part of portfolio project management, but similarly, we can get project system also here on the same screen. It's just matter of assigning the role here in my user ID. Okay, and third way, how you can execute the business transaction through Fury app. Okay, here you can use this transaction /UI2 /FLP, SAP Fury Launchpad. You just click here. Let me go to advanced, continue. Okay, because I'm executing it first time here, so it will take time. Yeah, it is open. So these are the different app. Okay, so let's say if I want to create any project, I need to go to control. Okay, there is a project control management. Let's say if I want to create a project in project system, so through this Fury app also I can create project. Go to project builder, come here, and I can create a project. So here Fury app is easy to work, but to understand, to learn, SAP GUI is good. Okay, because whenever you are going to perform any transactions here in Fury app, there is a limited functionality. Whatever you are having in the GUI, all 100% will not be available here in Fury app. Okay, so we'll understand all the business processes first, and then we'll go for the business transaction, and we will understand the configuration. This will be our approach here. Okay, so in next session, I will start from this SAP project system details, what exactly we are having, and from the investment management functionality from the first session. Any question, please?
So Rama, what is the difference between NetWeaver and the Fury app? Like, because they have same functionality like that.
See, here it is an app. Okay, this
Correct.
here you can get it on your mobile also, mobile device.
Okay.
Okay, so like a WhatsApp, you are just going to app and performing the transaction. So the same thing you can do in your mobile by using the Fury app.
Okay.
Okay, but NetWeaver, this is through one link. Okay, you need to go to browser, you need to log in. Okay, so that is a little heavy also.
So what is the use
And
of
there you are.
What is the use of NetWeaver? Like, are they
NetWeaver
company?
earlier
Okay.
we were using before Fury app. Now see, actually, if you see module wise, if you are checking portfolio project management in PPM, we don't have any T code. We cannot execute any transaction through GUI. There SAP has given a provision to execute transaction through NetWeaver only. Okay, after
Okay.
S4HANA, they have given into Fury app also. Okay, so now you are having choice whether you want to go with an NWBC or with Fury app. Okay, so here when we are going with the NetWeaver business client, it is with link. Okay, this is the link through which you can access. And whenever we are performing any transaction, so it's not an app, it's a link. You are going to perform the transaction based on the link. Let's say project. Okay, Okay, you will have one create button here. So this is a complete this screen you need to manage. But if you go to Fury, okay, there is a specific area only. For create, you will get only one functionality wise one app. Create a change separate, display separate, approval separate. Okay, likewise. So it is easy to handle. Apart from that, what are the technical differences are there? I'll explain it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm closing today's session here. If you have question, if you have any question, please let me know.
Rama, one quick question. Maybe it's not the right thing to ask here, but you initially said these recorded sessions will be uploaded in the app, right? My on Edu app.
Yeah, app.
So
Yeah,
are
app.
these downloadable videos?
No, videos will not be downloadable.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.